this video, I'll show you how to play songs using just one finger and one guitar string. You'll be surprised at how quickly you can sound good playing these songs. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin and this is Maggie May, anxious to get her YouTube treats. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started. It's important when you're first starting out on guitar to play some songs and have some success. Or you've been playing for a while and you just need some fun, easy things to do to kind of occupy your time on the guitar. So the guitar is a 6-string instrument, as we can see. We're only going to be concerned about a couple of strings for this entire lesson. The 6th string, which is the low E string, also the biggest, fattest string, the one closest to you. We're going to be playing the songs on the 6th string, or the 5th string, which is this one right next to it, and it's also the A string. So we're going to be playing all these songs on either the 6th E string or the 5th A string. And before we get started, let me just talk about, it can seem kind of like really simple. Okay, I'm going to play some songs and I'm just going to use one finger and one string. But there's a little bit more to the kind of technique. So before we start, I want to talk about strings ringing out and strings being muted. So if you just use your index finger, we're going to use our index finger for every note in all these songs. So if you take your index finger and let's just press it down here on the 6th string, 3rd fret. You leave your finger pressed down and that string continues to ring out. If you slightly lift off the pressure of your finger, you leave it on the string. So we're going to leave our finger on the string, but you're going to stop pressing the string into the fretboard. Then it stops or mutes. Very different from this.
Very quick.
Yeah, it's a quick finesse. So it makes a big difference, and you'll see as we do these songs. So you're gonna have a couple of options. You have this, a note ringing out, or this, a note that's being muted or stopped. For the purpose of this lesson, I'm gonna use the word stop, just because it feels more natural. And the other one we'll get to is if you have an open string, obviously it's going to ring out as long as you don't touch it. So to mute an open string, we're just going to put our finger back down on that string, doesn't really matter where. And again, you're not pushing into the string, into the fretboard, you're just lightly touching it with your finger to stop the ringing out. If you like this lesson so far, be sure and click that like button. It helps other folks on YouTube see this lesson, and we would greatly appreciate it. I'll also be using a pick to play all these songs. You're more than welcome to just use your thumb or finger to do that, but you're going to get a lot more projection and attack if you use a pick. And one last thing, it's important to know where we are on the fretboard, and that's what these markers are for on your guitar. Most guitars will have, acoustic guitars anyway, actually I guess, yeah, electrics too. Most guitars will have a little dots that you can see, like if I'm, standing up or sitting down here playing, and I don't want to crane my neck over to see the strings, I can just look down and see these fret markers. On my guitar, there are 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12. They differ a little bit with guitars, but those are going to help us keep track of where we are when we're playing these songs. I'll also leave the tablature here on the screen so you can follow along that way as well. The main gist of this lesson is going to be, I'm just going to call out the frets as we learn these songs, which frets we're pressing down on the strings. First up, we've got a little bit of Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. This one gets played on the 5th string, or that A string, for the entire time. It goes like this. So we've got a little slide in here too, so we'll get to that too. So we're going to be using our index finger. The first 2 notes are on the 2nd fret. And you're going to stop after that first one, and then let the second one ring out. Then we have 2, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, slide down to 2. So all together. That little slide, all that means is you're going to leave your finger stuck to that string from the 4th fret and just slide down to the 2nd fret. So from the top slow here. Be sure and click the link in the description below and get my free 3-song lesson bundle. We've got 3 great tunes using just 5 chords, all the tab, all the chord charts, everything you need. Check it out below. Next up, a little Bad to the Bone. You can slow this one way down. It's just got like that groovy sound. I could play that all day long. This one takes place on the 6th string, or that low E string, and we're going to be muting this open string a little bit like I talked about earlier. So we start with an open 6th string, then you do 5th fret, then another open, then a 3rd fret, then another open, and you're going to stop that one from ringing out by just placing your finger back down onto the string after you pluck it. And then 2 opens, also stopped after that, and then another 2. So from the top slow here, 0, 5, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, stop, 0, 0, stop, is that's the repetitive pattern. It's big deal if you don't do those stops there, you're gonna sound like this. Which is fine, but to sound more like the song, you're going to use those stops in there. Next up, we've got a little faster one for you. We go like this. Batman. And that brings back like childhood memories of watching that on the TV. So this is taking place on the 5th string. We're back on the 5th string, or the A string. And this one is a little speedy. I'm going to slow it down for you here, and you're going to let most all of these ring out, so you don't have to really worry about, there's just like one stop in here. Starts here on the 2nd fret, so you have so the actual lick is 2, 2, 1, 1, open, open, 1, 1, but you repeat it 3 times. With on the 2nd fret again, you're going to stop after the 1st pluck down on the 2nd string, and let the last one ring out. And I should have mentioned, for most of these, I'm just going with a real basic down stroke or down pick on the string. Next, we have a little Peter Gunn theme, another great one. It's on a 6th string, the low E, kind of similar to Batman because it's a little speedy. But so fun to play.
This would make a good game.
What's that?
With people.
Oh, like name that tune?
Yeah, name that tune.
Yeah, that's what you can do. So at your next get together, whip out the old 1-string, 1-finger guitar tunes, and so folks can kind of guess them. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So this one's nice. There's nothing to worry about stopping or it's gonna, all the notes are gonna ring out. There's a lot of open notes in this lick on this 6th string, and we're just gonna let it all ring out. We've got open, open, 2, open, 3, open, 5, 4, open, open, 2, open, 3, open, 5, 4. And like I said, start out slow. Speed up as you get more comfortable. Next up, we've got another TV theme. Probably could have said this is like 1-finger, 1-string TV shows, but there are some. We got some Stones in here and some Bad to the Bone, but another TV theme for you here. Mission impossible. We do have quite a bit of stops or mutes happening here. This one is going to be taking place here on the 6th string again, on a low E. 2nd fret. We're going to stop each one of these notes after we pluck them. So we have 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. But make sure you're stopping the ringing out. You don't want... actually...
It sounds okay.
Actually, it sounds good either way.
Yes.
So whatever your preference. You can stop the ringing out or not. But the frets here are 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 7. And then 2, 2, 2, 2, 0, 1. 2. Or whatever preference you like there, and again, slow it down if you want to. This would be a fun thing to sit around the campfire and guess the tune. So there's an activity for you for the weekend. Also great for the campfire is playing some rock tunes. So check out this video next. I've got 4 great rock songs for you for beginners over 40. Remember that Vicky and Maggie and I appreciate your views, your support here on YouTube, having a blast with it, and remember that you're never too old to learn.